Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2, test 1, 2. Well, good evening, basketball fans. Welcome to Bluffton High School for tonight's girls basketball action between the visiting Mississinewa Lady Indians and the home team, the Bluffton Lady Tigers. Dalton Bishop along with you tonight. Great to be here at Bluffton High School to give you Lady Indian basketball coverage. The Lady Indians varsity team comes in at 2-1. Meanwhile, the JV team comes in at 2-0. We'll take a timeout and hear a few messages from Dennis Roach from State Farm, and then we'll come back with more of our pregame show. This is Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network, live from Bluffton High School.
In Grant County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on, like the Cookout Kings who invite you over every weekend for Burger Palooza. Well, here's another good neighbor you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Dennis Roach. My team and I are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which can save you money and time. So combine home and auto and start the savings rolling. Call me, State Farm Agent Dennis Roach at 674-9831, 674-9831. Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? I'm State Farm Agent Dennis Roach, and I can help you simplify and get to a better state. When we handle your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, State Farm Agent.
Well, welcome back to Bluffton High School as we continue live coverage tonight of Mississinewa Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Dalton Bishop along with you tonight. Great to be here once again calling Lady Indian basketball action. And as we talked about, the Lady Indian JV team comes in off of a win this past weekend, defeating the Mississinewa Lady Braves by a final score in the JV contest, 49-31. We are ready tonight for Lady Indian basketball against the Bluffton Lady Tigers. Mississinewa again comes in at 2-0. Bluffton's JV team, I'm not sure what they are at, but I know the varsity team comes in at 2-1 as well. Again, Dalton Bishop along with you for tonight's action of Mississinewa Lady Indian basketball as they take on the Bluffton Lady Tigers. We got a big pregame planned for you for the varsity contest. We have we will chat with head coach Omega Tandy in her first year at Mississinewa, doing a fantastic job with her team as they are 2-1 on the season, coming off of what a lot of people would think would be a record-breaking 67-point win and a record-breaking amount of points of 93. But nope, back in 1996, I believe. I'm going to double-check that. Let me look down here at my paper and double-check that. But I think it was 1996. One of the Lady Indian teams scored 96 points. It might have been 1993, but I'm going to double-check really quick for you. And it was 1993. One of the Mississinewa Lady Indian teams scored 96 points. So 93 not the record, 96 is the record. And the Lady Indians defeated McConaughey 93-26 this past Saturday, led by Erica Foy with 25 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 steals. Almost a triple-double for Erica Foy. She comes into tonight with 3 double-doubles on the season in all 3 games. We are about 12 and a half minutes from getting the JV competition underway here from Bluffton High School. Again, you are watching Mississinewa Lady Indian Basketball on the Tribe Sports Network.
Dennis Roach at 674-9831 today and get to a better state with State Farm. Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? I'm State Farm Agent Dennis Roach, and I can help you simplify and get to a better state. When we handle your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, State Farm Agent Dennis Roach, at 674-9831 today and get to a better state with State Farm. Get to a better state with State Farm. In Grant County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on, like the Cookout Kings who invite you over every weekend for Burger Palooza. Well, here's another good neighbor you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Dennis Roach. My team and I are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which can save you money and time. So combine home and auto and start the savings rolling. Call me, State Farm Agent Dennis Roach, at 674-9831, 674-9831, and get to a better state with State Farm.
Well, welcome back live to Bluffton High School for tonight's girls basketball action between the Bluffton Lady Tigers and the Mississinewa Lady Indians. We are just a few minutes from getting things underway from Bluffton High School for the JV contest. The JV team comes in at 2-1, coached by Laura Friday in her first year at Mississinewa. Omega Tandy is the varsity coach. She is also in her first year at Mississinewa. She stands at 2-1, while Laura Friday and her JV Lady Indians stand at 2-0. We've got 10 minutes on the clock, and then we will get things underway. Again, this is Lady Indian Basketball on the Tribe Sports Network.
Struggling to keep up with your kids, your finances, your insurance, your life? I'm State Farm Agent Dennis Roach, and I can help you simplify and get to a better state. When we handle your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time to handle everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies can earn discounts that could add up to 40% and actually help you get ahead. Call me, State Farm Agent Dennis Roach, at 674-9831 today. In Grant County, you know how much it means to have neighbors you can count on, like the Cookout Kings who invite you over every weekend for Burger Palooza. Well, here's another good neighbor you can count on. I'm State Farm Agent Dennis Roach. My team and I are here to help life go right when you combine your home and auto insurance, which can save you money and time. So combine home and auto and start the savings rolling. Call me, State Farm Agent Dennis Roach, at 674-9831, 674-9831, and get to a better state with State Farm.
Again, test 1, 2, test 1, 2. Well, again, good evening, folks. Welcome to Bluffton High School for tonight's girls basketball action between the visiting Mississinewa Lady Indians and the home team, the Bluffton Lady Tigers. Good evening again, folks. Dalton Bishop alongside Brennan Butchie, who is on the camera for tonight. Can't thank him enough for helping me out. So we are able to bring you live coverage of Mississinewa Lady Indian basketball on the road tonight at Bluffton. And we are live here tonight at Bluffton High School. 5 minutes left, and we will have things underway with the JV action. The JV team comes in undefeated at 2-0 on the season, beating a Wabash in their first game by 20, 60-40, and then winning their second game of the season this past Saturday against McConaughey, winning that game 49-31. A combined 38 points is what they have beat the two teams. They are 4.5 minutes away from getting underway in the JV contest. Again, you are watching Mississinewa Lady Indian basketball live from Bluffton High School. Well, testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. We are just a few minutes from getting the JV contest underway. This is the first time all season long the JV team has been on the road, so let's see how they respond on the road. They are 2-0 on the year, defeating Wabash in their first game 60-40, and then winning their second game this past Saturday against McConaughey 49-31. And we'll take a timeout and come back with the starters. This is Mississinewa Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Test. So welcome back to Bluffton High School for tonight's JV competition here in the first game. The starters for both teams for Mississinewa at a guard position, number 14, Lakin Emmons. At another guard position, number 22, a freshman, Darrell Watson, who's battling a broken thumb and still in the lineup here tonight. At a forward position, number 30, Jasmine Horvath. At the other forward position, junior number 31, Sierra Vasquez. And in the middle is number 32, Jenna Berryhill. For the Bluffton Lady Tigers, Sam Meyer, number 21, Merrill Frank, number 23, Elena Kitt, and Zoe Barger round out the lineup. Here's Lakin Emmons on the far side, gives it to Berryhill. Watson at the top of the key in the corner to Horvath, wide open three ball, and she hit it. Nothing but bottom of the net. Jasmine Horvath with the three, and the Lady Indians go up by 3. Here's the ball on the floor. Horvath was playing good defense, driving down the far side. This is number 42 inside. That was Zoe Barger, and she puts it in the basket, and Lady Indians lead by 1. Here's Watson across the timeline at the top of the key. Sets up the Lady Indian offense, looking to her left. Now gets it to Emmons. Emmons, nowhere to go. Dribbles it back out, and in the corner goes to Watson, who's battling a broken thumb. Watson suffered that broken thumb this past weekend against McConnell. Now Horvath open again, going to launch another one. This one rims in and out. Saved by Vasquez, but good shot by Horvath, and she's going to be rung up for a foul. Now Watson comes away with the basketball, and while we have a minute, we are going to go ahead and close out our scoreboard that is on your screen, and we'll keep you the best of updated as we possibly can because with a two-man crew, it's kind of hard to keep track of the scoreboard as well, and that's why we're going to go ahead and close that out. We sit at 3-2 with 4:35 left in the first quarter, and Casey Sands comes into the lineup for the Lady Indians. Here's an inbound pass to number 24, Lehrman, and she goes up with a left hand, or a right hand rather, and is fouled by Jenna Berryhill. It's going to be Berryhill's first and the team's second. And going to the line for the Lady Tigers is Natalie Lehrman. She's going to shoot 2. Lehrman nails both free throws, and then a missed shot by the Lady Indians. Running the court, and a pass inside, and a foul on Jasmine Horvath. It's going to be her second and the team's third, and I'm sure she's going to go to the bench. Elena Kitt misses that free throw. The Lady Tigers lead by 1, 4-3. Here comes the second free throw. And this one is good. 5-3. And here's Watson at the top of the key, looking to her right. Swings it over to Jenna Berryhill at the top. Watson open. Swings it in the corner to Horvath. Horvath's looking. Goes inside Berryhill. Berryhill dribbles to her left. Free throw line jumper is well defended. And a missed shot. Horvath's got to be careful defensively or she's going to get... Looked like there was a carry and no call on a basket up by Merrill Frank. And here comes Watson. Lady Indians trail by 4. Here is Vasquez, throws it over to Horvath. She dribbles to her right, kicks it out. Vasquez, wide open 3 ball. This one is a little too short and off the rim, no good. Down this far side here is Watson defending on Kitt. Lady Indians continue the heavy pressure. And a pass almost deflected out of bounds and saved by the Lady Tigers. A lot of shot fakes going on by Bluffton. Barger turns around, throws it off the glass, no good. Looking for the rebound, and Vasquez said, no, I'm pulling it down. Here's Watson coming down the sideline. Dribbles to her right, tosses it off to Vasquez, and now she's looking. The Lady Tigers in a 2-3 zone. Vasquez looks. Dribbles to her left, swings it over to Horvath. She's got Berryhill wide open inside. Now she's double teamed, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. And this foul is going to go on Lady Tiger number 24, Natalie Lehrman. It's going to be her first and the team's first. Actually, it's on number 42, Zoe Barger. I thought it was on Lehrman. Number 21, Raven Gibson into the lineup for the first time tonight for the Lady Indians. 2:40 left in the first quarter, and here's a jumper on the way from Vasquez, left to short, rebounded by Casey Sands, and now Watson dribbles it out. Vasquez, a free throw line jumper here, and this one was nothing but net. Here's a steal by Vasquez. She backs down her defender and now tries getting rid of it, and Berryhill comes away with it. Now she's looking, and too much pressure there from Bluffton. Heavy pressure from Watson. A wide open 3 in the corner by Frank is no good, and Berryhill comes down with the rebound. She's running the far sideline. Throws it inside, tried to get it to Gibson, and this one sails out of bounds. Lakin Emmons returning for the first, or for returning to the lineup. Looking for an inbounds pass. Berryhill steals it. Tries getting it inside to Sands, and another Lady Indian turnover. This is Lehrman, goes inside, fakes out Vasquez, gives it to Barger, and she puts it up and in, and Zoe Barger has 4 of the team's 9. Here's Lakin Emmons, dribbling to the right. Looks, gets it to Vasquez. They're trying to get it inside of the zone, but you got to get it to the middle first. Here's Berryhill. Now Vasquez. She gets it back. Under heavy pressure from the Lady Tigers. Berryhill swings it in corner to Lakin Emmons. Emmons dribbles it back out and threw it away. And now Vasquez comes back with it, and she gets it to Casey Sands. She goes up with the contact, and she's blocked, and no foul called. Good defense by the Lady Indians here. Here is Lehrman. A 2-point jumper is an air ball, and no one went to get it. Emmons playing great defense, and then the ball knocked out of bounds off of the Lady Indians. And it's going to be Lady Tiger basketball. 9-5. Bluffton with the lead with 46 seconds left in the opening quarter. Amaris Hickman checks into the lineup for the Lady Indians. She wears number 12. Here's Lamron, goes around Vasquez, puts up a little floater, no good. Barger fighting for the rebound. And it comes down to number 21, Sam Meyer. And it's going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to Bluffton. Floater up to Barger, shot up, and shot off the glass. And in, 11-5 with 25 seconds left. Here's Emmons. Tries to get it inside to Gibson, and this one sails out of bounds. Another Lady Indian turnover. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 11-5. Bluffton with the lead. Good defense by Emmons. She just beat her defender down the court. And she dives for the ball, and they're going to call a foul. And the foul is going to go on Lakin Emmons. It's going to be her first and the team's fourth. Emmons all over. And now inside. Trying to get it to Barger, and it's out of bounds with 5.5 seconds left in the opening quarter. Lady Indians have a chance at one shot here. Here's Emmons, goes around her defender, almost carried it, and now it's going to be off of a Lady Indian, and I think it's going to be Bluffton basketball. It is Lady Indian basketball with 1 second left. Let's see. Gets it to Emmons, and she tried to get it inside to Berryhill, but that's the way the first quarter is going to end. At the end of the first quarter, Bluffton 11, Mississinewa 5. We'll come back with the second quarter right after this 2-minute timeout. Welcome back to Bluffton High School to start of the second quarter. Here's Vasquez in the corner, gets it to Emmons. Emmons going to have a wide open jumper. She launched it, and it was a little too strong. Emmons wants the ball, and oh my goodness, they called a foul on Lakin Emmons, and that is about as tough of a call you're going to get. I didn't even think she touched her, and they called it on Lakin Emmons. It's her second. And the team's fifth of the half. Number 15, Candace Downham, checks into the lineup for the Lady Indians. She was red hot and warming up just a few minutes ago, going what I think I counted 5 of 7. And here's a steal by Daryl Watson and a layup, and it was too strong and she missed it. We've got a travel call against Bluffton. Watson was very frustrated after she missed that layup. And Coach Friday said, forget about it, come back on the next play. Here's Watson at the top of the key. Dribbles to her right, gets it over to Downham, who I just said was red hot, warming up. Watson tried to get it to Vasquez, and a turnover on the Lady Indians. Cross-court pass. Here is Kit. She goes up with a right hand and puts it in. 13-5 with 6 minutes left in the half. Watson dribbles to the right, gets it over to Downham. She's going to launch a three, and this one rattles in. It was in and out on that one for Downham, and it's still 13-5. She had a nice look at it. Here's a three on the other end. It's no good, and a rebound comes down to Daryl Watson, and now the Lady Indians are running. She finds Hickman underneath the basket. She goes up, no. Rebound comes down. Casey Sands kicks it back out. Vasquez, a wide open three. This one's too strong. Shot up on a rebound by Olivia King, and she put it in. And now the Lady Tiger lead is 10, 15-5, with 5 minutes left in the half. Downham gets it inside, and I don't understand how it's not a foul. There's a layup at the other end by King, is good, and it's 17-5. Timeout, Mississinewa. It's going to be a full timeout, 17-5 with 5 minutes left in the half. Back after this on the Tribe Sports Network. Back at Bluffton High School, out of the timeout, Daryl Watson sets up the offense at the top of the key, swings it over to Casey Sands. She has nowhere to go, dribbles it out. Bluffton in a 3-2 zone. Now he goes back to a 2-3, and Watson at the top of the key. Here is Sands. Good screen by Hickman, throws it over to Jenna Berryhill, now back to Sands. Now Watson's going to launch a three, and this three is long and no good. Rebound, Berryhill. She goes up, and it's going to be a jump ball. Possession's going to stay with Mississinewa. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it goes back to Bluffton. Maybe there was another jump ball that I missed. And this one goes to Bluffton. Vasquez checks in, and Hickman comes out. Candace Downham, Daryl Watson, Jenna Berryhill, Sierra Vasquez, and Casey Sands in the lineup right now for the Lady Indians. Berryhill deflects the pass, and Downham comes away with it, and now we've got a travel. 4:18 left in the opening half in the JV contest. Bluffton leads 17-5. King goes right around Berryhill, puts up a reverse layup and puts it right in the basket. And now it's 19-5. Bluffton is just taking the Lady Indians to town. Here's a pass. Watson comes away with it. At the top of the key, she looks to try to get it to somebody. Now she gets it to Casey Sands. And Sands looks. She puts it on the floor. Gets it to Watson. Watson throws it to Sands. Now to Berryhill. Tried to get it to Vasquez, and she threw it away. Back the other way. Here comes King. A layup off the glass and a layup in. And now it's 21-5 Bluffton. Across half court comes Watson, who has been the offensive spark so far this year. I think she's held scoreless. Sands, screen from Berryhill. She almost loses it. Gets it back. Now Berryhill gonna launch a three. This one is off the glass and in. So 21-8. Finally, somebody stops the cold streak, and it's Jenna Berryhill with a three. She's hit a three in all 3 games this season. Now still by Vasquez. She's running. She's got Watson. Watson saves it, goes up, and she's fouled, and now she's going to the line for 2. Watson broke her thumb, her shooting hand thumb, this past weekend against McConaughey. She's out there still fighting through the injury. Now she's going to the line for 2 with a cast or a little brace on that left or on her right thumb. And this free throw was up and good. And the lead back down to 12 with the free throw to come to make it 11 if she hits it. Jasmine Horvath returns to the lineup for the Lady Indians, who picked up 2 early fouls in the first quarter. Now she's back off the bench. She scored 17 in her first game. Raven Gibson also in the lineup. See what Berryhill has here, or Watson, rather. This free throw by Watson is off to the right and no good. Rebound fought for. Vasquez comes away with it, and it's jump ball. Possession is going to stay with Mississinewa, and that's what hustle gets you. Watson to inbound. Gets it to Vasquez right through her legs, and Watson picks it back up. Now she turns around and shoots it, and this shot from Watson rattles in and out. Vasquez comes up with a rebound, and she's fouled. I think it's going to go on number 42, Zoe Barger. It's going to be her second, and the team's third of the half. It is on number 42, Zoe Barger. It is her second and the team's third. Sierra Vasquez at the line to shoot 2. This free throw from Vasquez is no good. Rolled off the rim. One more to come from Vasquez. Free throws have been a havoc so far this season for the Lady Indians. This free throw from Vasquez is up, and it finally bounced in. 21-10, 11-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Vasquez was all over, and they're going to call a foul with the body. And that was Merrill Frank with the ball. Fouls on number, that is her first foul and the team's 6th of the half. Here's a three by King. This one's strong. Horvath tried to get it. We've got a double dribble on Bluffton. 21-10, 11-point lead for the Lady Tigers. The Lady Indians are not out of it. They still got 2.5 minutes left in this first half. Watson at the top of the key, setting up the Lady Indian offense. Over to Horvath. Horvath shot fake, dribbles around her defender, puts up a shot. This one long and no good. Here's a shot from Lehrman. This one no good. Rebounded by Berryhill. She's got a wide open Jasmine Horvath. Horvath had a Gibson under the basket, and she threw it away. Timeout Bluffton, 21-10 with 1:53 left in the first half. Welcome back to Bluffton High School, where Bluffton leads Mississinewa with 1:40 and counting left in the first half by 11, 21-10. Here's King. Gets it over to Kit. Throws it over to Meyer. Here's King driving baseline, kicks it back out to Meyer. Meyer kicks it out. Lehrman inside Meyer off the glass and put it in. 23-10. Here is Watson. Watson dribbles to the right, gets it to Berryhill. Free throw line jumper. This one off to the right, no good. Horvath comes away with the rebound, gets it inside to Vasquez. And out of bounds. It's still Lady Indian basketball, and checking in is number 14, Lakin Emmons. .13 lead for the Lady Tigers. Here's Emmons. Jumper up and no good. Here's King. Brings it back out. Here's Meyer. Indians in a 3-2 zone. Now go back to a 2-3. Lehrman was open. Now she dribbles around. Free throw line jumper is up and no good. Rebound by Watson. 30 seconds left. Watson over to Horvath. Wide open. Horvath going to launch a three. This one is an air ball. Lady Indians trapped her, and the ball knocked away. And looks like she traveled. Foul's going to be on Lady Indian number 31, Sierra Vasquez. It's her second and the team's seventh. A 1-and-1 coming for number 24, Natalie Lehrman. Free throws up and good. And it's 24-10. A 14-point lead for the Lady Tigers. One more free throw to come. This one is short and rebounded by Darrell Watson with 10 seconds to play in the opening half. Here's Berryhill. Over to Vasquez. Vasquez with 6, 5, 4. She looked like she traveled. And she did. So 3 seconds exactly left in the half. And here's Lehrman. And that's the way the first half is going to end. At the end of the first half, Bluffton 24, Mississinewa 10. Back with the second half in just a few moments. And welcome back to Bluffton High School as we continue with the second half action. Bluffton leads the Lady Indians by 14, 24-10. Here's a steal by Vasquez, running the court, puts it off the glass too strong, and fought for, I think it's going to be Lady Indian basketball. Here's Vasquez, or Horvath, shot up, no. Vasquez fights for it. It's a jump ball. Possession is Mississinewa. Lady Indians come out with much more enthusiasm here in the second half. Here's Emmons, goes inside with a floater, and it's no good. Rebound Berryhill off the glass, no. Zoe Barger puts it in the basket for two, and here is Horvath. Horvath floats it to Berryhill. Now Emmons swings it in the corner to Vasquez. She goes baseline, puts up the shot off the glass, and puts it in. The pressure from the Lady Indians, it's a full court press. Watson all over. Here's Meyer to Lehrman. Shot up, no. Rebound, Vasquez. Running the floor, here's Emmons. In the corner, Berryhill going to launch another three. This one too strong. Here's a three up and no good. A rebound fought for. Vasquez comes away with it. Now Emmons to Watson. In the corner, Horvath spots up for a three. This one is nothing but net. Lady Indians on a run here. It's 26-15, and a foul going to be called. This one's on number 14, Lakin Emmons, her third. Timeout, Lady Tigers. It's 26-15. Tigers with an 11-point lead. Back in 60 seconds on the Tribe Sports Network. And out of the timeout, we're back underway. And here is Kit. She throws it over. Meyer traveled, and it's going to the Lady Indians. 26-15 with 4:49 left in the third. Here's Watson across the timeline at the volleyball line. Looks, gets it to Berryhill. Berryhill to Vasquez. Vasquez to Berryhill. That's a jump ball. Possession going to go to Bluffton. Here's Lehrman over to Kit. Now Lehrman to Meyer. Lehrman, Kit, looking. And taken away by Lakin Emmons. In a fast break, she goes up, and she looked like she was fouled. And now Horvath comes up, put it in, and count it. Jasmine Horvath going to go to the line with a free throw, and the lead is 9. One more to come. One free throw to come for Jasmine Horvath. She has 8 points. Horvath with 8 of the 17. With this one, she can make it 9 of the 17. And this one is nothing but net. She has 9 of the team's 17, now 18 points. Jasmine Horvath has half of the team's points. With the basketball, this is Lehrman. Dribbles to her right. Floats it up, knocked away. Fought for Horvath with it. Throws it up to Berryhill. Berryhill goes coast to coast, puts it off the glass, and she is fouled and going to the line. A nice pass from Jasmine Horvath and a good idea for Jenna Berryhill. And if Berryhill can hit both of these free throws, the lead is 6. Berryhill's first free throw is up and good. The lead is 7. One more, and it will be 8. Berryhill playing an excellent game. This free throw also up, and it's short. Rebound, Daryl Watson. Throws it out to Emmons. She swings it over Horvath. She's got an open 3. This one is a little too strong. (26-19). Here's Kit. Meyer, back to Kit. Over. Cross court pass to Lehrman. Dribbles to her right. Berryhill defending her. Horvath with 9 points for the Lady Indians. Jenna Berryhill with 4. And then the other 5 goes to Sierra Vasquez. Watson all over. It's a backcourt violation. They called it. So backcourt violation. And it's 26-19. Here's Watson. In the corner, Horvath. She's got to get out of the corner. She throws it to Berryhill. Back to Vasquez. Watson wide open, going to shoot the 3. This one banks it off the glass and in. A 4-point game, 26-22, and a timeout by Bluffton. 26-22, 2:53 left in the third. Back after this on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School, where the Lady Indians just had a 3 by Darrell Watson, and the lead is 4, and now a shot the other way is no good. Barger comes down with a rebound. She kicks it back out. Here is Kit. Throws it inside to Meyer. Nice pass to Barger. She goes up and put it in. Lead back to 6. Here's Watson at the top of the key looking. Going to swing it over inside to Berryhill. Back out to Lakin Emmons. Emmons to Watson. Eyes, flies. And this one's no good. Rebound, Horvath comes away with it. Gets it back out to Watson. This one is another wide open 3. This one also no good. And a rebound to Jasmine Horvath. Back to Watson. Nice pass. Had a nice idea to get it inside to Vasquez. And the ball was tipped away. 2 minutes left in the third. It's a 6-point game. Good defense by the Lady Indians. We've got a jump ball. It's going to be possession, Mississinewa. Here's Watson at the top of the key. Dribbles to her right. Gets it to Horvath. Horvath going to launch a 3. This one is in. 3-point basket, Jasmine Horvath. 12 points, and it's 28-25. Horvath throws it up to Emmons. Emmons inside to Watson. Watson back to Emmons. Jumper on the way. No good. Rebound, Vasquez off the glass and fouled. Vasquez going to go to the line for 2. Free throw from Vasquez is a little short and falls off. Checking into the lineup for the Lady Indians is number 15, Candace Downham. And this free throw is no good. Watson gets the board. She goes up, gets it again. Emmons there to defend her. And a bad pass, and somehow it's brought away by Kit. Here's Lehrman defended by Watson. Now Kit defended by Emmons. Now Watson all over Lehrman. Here's Emmons with a steal. Running for it. It was knocked off of Bluffton. .48 seconds to play. Here's Kit. Now Lehrman. Back to Kit. Inside Meyer. Now to Barger. Shot up and good. And the foul is going to go on number 15, Candace Downham, her first. Here's Emmons with 30 seconds left. Watson going to launch a 3. This one's short. Here's Meyer inside Barger. Lost control of it. Get it back and puts it in. And it's a 7-point game. Watson with 9, 8, 7. Watson with 6. Over to Horvath with 5, 4, 3. Now she's going to launch a deep 3 and no good. At the end of the third quarter, Bluffton 32, Mississinewa 25. Welcome back to Bluffton High School. King goes inside with a wild shot and is fouled. Olivia King's free throw is up and good. That free throw also good, and now Watson. Watson over to Emmons. Emmons has a wide open three. Now she's going to step up and shoot it, and this one is long and no good. Vasquez comes away with it. She puts it up and puts it in. The pressure's got to be there for the Lady Indians, and they're going to call a foul on Darrell Watson. The foul's on Darrell Watson. Now here's Meyer. You got a jump ball. Possession going to be Bluffton. It's 34-27, 6:27 left in the fourth. And here comes Watson. Watson to Horvath, floats it up to Berryhill. Berryhill goes inside, kicks it out to Emmons. She's going to shoot a jumper. This one rattles in and no good. Oh, she traveled, and they did call it that time. Traveling violation on number 32, Olivia King. And the ball's going back to the Lady Indians. It's 34-27, and here is Watson. Watson throws it over to Emmons. Inside. Brings it back out. Watson's going to launch a three ball. This one isn't too strong and no good. Horvath comes up with it, floats it up, and puts it in. Jasmine Horvath, 14 points. That foul's on number 32, Jenna Berryhill. Her second. And inside is King. Goes up and puts it in. Here's Emmons. Across the timeline looking. Gets it over to Watson. Watson's going to think about it and now throws it back over to Emmons. Emmons goes inside. Free throw line jumper. This one is rattles in and out. Over and back on Bluffton. Now here's Watson. Watson dribbling to her right. Gets it to Horvath. Horvath going to launch a three. And it's strong. An air ball. Here's Barger to Lehrman. Now Kitt to her left, inside. No, Barger goes up, puts it off the glass, and puts it in. Here's Emmons. Lady Indians down by 9. Horvath back to Emmons. Over to Berryhill. Now to Watson. Watson's three is nothing but net. 38-32. Lady Indians down by 6. King goes inside with a wild shot, and they're going to call a foul on Lakin Emmons. 38-32. Free throws up and no good. And here is Jenna Berryhill. Over to Lakin Emmons. Emmons in the corner, Horvath. Horvath's going to launch another three. This one is no good. Tipped out of bounds. Here's King running the floor. Going to go up with a layup and put it in. Timeout Mississinewa, 40-32 with 4:12 left in the ball game. Back in 1 minute. You're watching Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School. Lady Indians trail by 8 in the JV game with 4:07 left and counting. Here's Watson. Brings it back out, and she's going to set up the Lady Indian offense. Watson over to Lakin Emmons. Emmons looking. She's got to get rid of it. Now she gets a screen from Hickman. Brings it back out. Now to Watson. Watson is fouled, and the foul is going to go on Lady Tiger, number 23. Merrill Frank. Watson to inbound. She's looking, and she gets it to Lakin Emmons. Emmons dribbles with a right hand. Now to Berryhill. It's going to be a wide open three and short. Shot up, no. Barger comes away with it. She's out of bounds. And possession goes to Mississinewa. Here's Emmons. Dribbles to the right. Now back to her left. Here's Horvath. Throws it out to Watson. Watson at the top of the key. Now Berryhill looking over to Horvath. Back to Berryhill. Berryhill's three is no good. Out of bounds, it should be Lady Indian basketball. They said it was off Jenna Berryhill. Pass inside, no good. Rebound, Darrell Watson. She's being fouled. Now they finally call it after she's been being fouled all game. Lady Tiger foul, number 23, Merrill Frank, her third. And here's Watson. Watson brings it to the center of the court. Now bracks it back out to the top of the key. Here's Watson, goes inside, brings it back out. Lady Indians have got to move. It's a 5-second call on Darrell Watson. (40-32). Here is King. Taken away by Watson. Watson goes up and misses the layup. And here's Emmons. Goes to Horvath. Horvath to Berryhill. Now to Emmons. Inside, Hickman goes up, and somehow it doesn't fall. fought for. Horvath takes it away. She throws it up to Berryhill. Berryhill goes up, and she's fouled, and now she's going to the line for 2. Jenna Berryhill at the line for 2. This free throw is short. And the Lady Indians trail by 8. Sierra Vasquez into the lineup, replacing Amaris Hickman. One more free throw to go for Berryhill. The Lady Indians' undefeated season right now is in jeopardy. This free throw is strong and no good, and the rebound comes down to King. King inside, floats up a floater, no good. Vasquez comes down with it. And possession goes to Bluffton. Timeout Mississinewa. It's a full timeout with 1:44 left in the game. 40-32 Bluffton. Back after this on the Tribe Sports Network. Shot up by Barger, no good. In a rebound, Vasquez. She's running the floor. Vasquez goes coast to coast and puts it up, and she is fouled. One more. Here's a free throw for Vasquez, and this one is no good. One more. Vasquez missed both free throws, and the Lady Indians are going to lose their first game of the season. Here's Berryhill running the floor. In the corner, Horvath thought about a three, kicks it out to Berryhill. Throws it over to Daryl Watson. Watson saves it. Under a minute to play. Here's Lehrman. Berryhill back. Lehrman shot up. No. King gets it, puts it up and off the glass and in. Olivia King with 16 points, and here's Watson running the floor. The Lady Indians down by 10. Watson goes inside, puts up a wild shot, and she is fouled and going to the line for two. Watson's free throw is up and no good. And one more to come for Watson. With 42 seconds left, the Lady Indians trail by 10 with the varsity action to follow. Here's a shot up. Horvath saves it, and no good. We're going to have a jump ball. Possession's going to go to Mississinewa. 37 seconds left in the JV game. Indians trail by 10. Watson to inbound. Looks. Throws it to Emmons, and she saves it. Now she's got Horvath in the corner. Lehrman saves it. Now Horvath throws it to Watson. Watson's shot up is short, no good. Fighting for it. Berryhill comes down, and it is Lady Tiger basketball. Here's King, defended by Watson. Lehrman fighting for it. Fouls on Vasquez, and I think she's fouled out. And she has it's her fifth. Lehrman at the line. Free throws up and good. And now the lead is 11. Lady Indians had it within 4 in the third quarter. And that's the way it's going to end. Free throws up and good. It's a 12-point game. Here's Watson. Inside to Casey Sands, off the glass, and missed the layup. And that's the way the game's going to end. At the end of the JV contest, Bluffton 44, Mississinewa 32. We'll be back with a varsity pregame here in just a few moments. This is Lady Indian Basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Testing 1 2, 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 test 1 2, test. Welcome back to, good evening, folks. Welcome to Bluffton High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball action between the Bluffton Lady Tigers and the Mississinewa Lady Indians. We'll come back with an interview from Coach Omega Tandy right after this 2-minute timeout. Back on the pregame with Coach Tandy. Coach coming in at 2-1 on the season, coming off of a big win against McConaughey this past weekend. What are you looking for out of your team tonight as you take on Bluffton?
We're definitely looking to build off momentum, but definitely letting the last game go. We tell our girls highs and lows, you know, don't get too high, don't get too low. We won that game, but that was last week. So this week we have to take care of business. We're excited. We think it's going to be a good challenge for us to really put out what we know we can do. So we're really excited.
Obviously, Kaylee Barnes has moved to Bluffton as being the head coach for Mississinewa last year. Is that something that's on your girls' mind tonight?
I don't think so. I mean, you know, we prepare our girls to be ready for any adverse situation, and if they perceive that as an adverse situation, I think they're well equipped to deal with it. They're proud of the way they play, and I think if anything is on their mind, they're excited to be able to be playing at their potential this year and the way that they're playing. So they're excited and ready to go.
Is there something that you're focused on more tonight, offensively or defensively, than you were on Saturday?
Absolutely, taking care of the basketball. I mean, we had it down for 12 turnovers at last game, and we want to make sure that that's our trend, that's our maximum, and so that's what we want to do again today. So that's what our focus is, taking care of the basketball and valuing every possession.
Coach, thank you so much for your time, and luck tonight against Bluffton.
Thank you very much.
Back after this on the Tribe Sports Network. Well, good evening, basketball fans. Welcome live to Bluffton High School for tonight's girls varsity basketball action between the visiting Mississinewa Lady Indians and the home team, the Bluffton Lady Tigers. As you just saw a moment ago, the JV Lady Indians lost their first game of the season. And now we're ready for the varsity contest. Both teams come into tonight's game at 2-1. Mississinewa comes in off of a win, defeating McConnell this past Saturday at home by 67 points, 93-26, led by Erica Foy's 25 points, 10 rebounds to go, along with 7 steals. Omega Tandy, the head coach of the Lady Indians, they are ready to go. Kaylee Barnes, the former head varsity basketball coach of the Lady Indians last season, is an assistant coach on the Bluffton side. And so the Lady Indians get their first chance at her, and she gets her first chance at the Lady Indians here tonight. Kurt Funk, the head coach of the Mississinewa Indian football team, is in the house here tonight supporting the Lady Indians. And we have live coverage of Lady Indian basketball here tonight. It's Lady Indians against the Bluffton Lady Tigers coming up here in just a few minutes. Erica Foy leads the team in scoring. Let's see where my stats are here, and I'll get you their average. Erica Foy had 28 her first game against Kokomo Taylor, had 17 against Wabash, and then had 25 against the Waconaquall Braves. And right now, Erica Foy averages 23 points a game tonight. Coming into tonight's game, Erica Foy leads the team in scoring, averaging 23 points. It's 13 minutes left before we get things underway here at the varsity match. You're watching Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School as we continue with our pregame. We, again, are about 10 minutes away from getting this game underway, and we will look at some stats for the Mississinewa Lady Indians. Again, they come in at 2-1, coached by Omega Tandy in her first year at the school. And we'll go to girls basketball here and look at what they average as a team. Team stats coming into tonight's game. Mississinewa, let's see here. Where'd my stats go? Here they are. Coming into tonight's game, Mississinewa as a team averages 72 points per game on 48% shooting. They average 33 rebounds, 16 assists, and 17 steals a game. Yes, 17 steals a game as a team for the Mississinewa Lady Indians. That is something they want to do, is they want to force the other team to turn the ball over, and that's what they're doing right now with 17 steals per game. Looking at the individual player stats for the Lady Indians, again, Erica Foy, 23 points a game to go with 11 rebounds, 4 steals, and 2 assists per game for Foy. The next person in scoring is junior Tyler Bartell. 11, almost 12 points a game, 1 rebound, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Riley McKee is the point guard or off the bench. She's a sophomore, averaging 4 points off the bench. Freshman Elena Webb, 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Hallie Plank, 5, almost 6 points a game, 4 rebounds. Allie Hewitt, 5 points, 2 rebounds a game. And that's where we stand right now. Looking at Bluffton, let's see, they are coached by, let's see here, I don't even see a coach's name down on their sheet here. Carl Grew is their coach, and looking at the stats for the Lady Tigers, they only average 49 points a game, 37% shooting, and 12 steals. Mississinewa's definitely got, looking at the stats, Mississinewa's definitely got the upper hand in tonight's game. Their leading scorer averages 9 points a game, almost 10 points a game, Emma Boots. And so that's the statistics for both teams. We are 9 minutes away from getting things underway, and we will get that going here in just a few minutes. You're watching Lady Indian Basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Well, welcome back to Bluffton High School for tonight's varsity action between the Mississinewa Indians and the Bluffton Lady Tigers. And Matt, both teams come in at 2-1. Mississinewa averaging almost 73 points per game. Bluffton 48 points per game. Right now, statistically, Mississinewa has definitely got the upper hand.
I would agree with that.
We will take a 1-minute timeout and come back with our offensive player of the game. This is Lady Indian Basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. back at Bluffton High School. The JV Lady Indians lose tonight's game. We're still going to give out our awards tonight, and Dara Watson has earned our first gift card giveaway of the year, the first player to reach 3 awards, all defensively for her tonight. Well, Dara, you guys lost tonight. What are some of the things that you feel like you guys could have done better to maybe win that game?
I felt like we could have definitely rebounded better. We did not rebound, and we were lazy all game. I was lazy, definitely. I will admit that. So we need to get better at that.
I look over and I saw you kind of clenching your hand, your shooting hand. Then I remembered you telling me before the game that you had broke your right thumb on your shooting hand in Saturday's game against McConaughey. So I definitely got to give you like a Warrior Award as well. Talk about, is that something that you push yourself, even though you're hurt, you're still going to push through it and try to play?
Yeah, I want to play no matter what. So.
Well, Derek, congratulations on your defensive award, and we'll see you on Friday.
Thank you. And
then our offensive player of the game is Jasmine Horvath, who ended with 14 points tonight. Jasmine had 17 in your first game against Wabash. You went a little cold your last game against McConaughey, and then you got going again in the first half tonight. You know, again, what are some of the things you feel like you guys could have done to maybe win tonight's game?
Our energy and effort. We played one of the worst first halves you can play, and if we would have just came out and gave it all, we would have had a closer shot and not dug ourselves a bigger hole than what we did.
I thought you shot the ball pretty well tonight, having 14 points again. Is that something where is it planned to where I'm open, I'm shooting it, or is it one of those deals where you hit a couple of shots and then you feel like you just get going?
I think it's both, but I look up at the scoreboard, we're down 10, so we have to do something. And I'm named one of the best shooters on our team, so I got to step up and do my job. My shot just has to get consistent game after game.
Jasmine, thank you for your time, and we'll see you on Friday.
Thank you.
Back after this on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School, and as you just heard, we had our defensive player of the game, and what I'm going to say, our warrior of the game from the JV team, Daryl Watson, and our offensive player of the game, Jasmine Horvath, who led the team with 14 points. We're doing something special for the junior varsity teams this year. The first person to get to 3 awards, whether it be offensively or defensively, you will earn yourself a $20 gift card of your choice. And Daryl Watson has earned our first one with 3 defensive awards over the past 3 games. So we will get Dara her gift card, and now everybody who has awards, they start back at 0. So Jasmine Horvath came in second. She had 2. Genevaria Hill had 1 award. And both of those girls who had awards, they all start back at 0. Everybody starts at 0. And we are getting ready to get things underway. We'll have the national anthem and starting lineups next on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School, and we're getting ready to do the national anthem. As you just heard, the starting lineups for the Mississinewa Indians at a guard position. A 5'6" freshman, number 32, Elena Webb. The other guard, Tyler Bartell. The forwards, Allie Hewitt, Erica Foy, and the center is Hallie Plank. Now we have our national anthem. Well, welcome back to Bluffton High Schools. We're getting ready to get underway with tonight's girls basketball action between the Bluffton Lady Tigers and the Mississinewa Lady Indians. Mississinewa comes out in their road red uniforms trimmed in white. Bluffton in their home white uniforms trimmed in red. Hallie Plank to jump it up with Alyssa Burchett, and we are getting ready to get underway live from Bluffton High School. Here we go, tip up and controlled by the Lady Indians. Here is Webb across the timeline at the top of the key, sets up the offense. Looking, dribbles to her left. Pressured, gets it over to Bartell, who comes off of a 14-point performance. Plank turns around, shoots it, no good. And a rebound comes down to Miller. Back the other way. Here is number 24, Strevler. Pressured. Here's Miller. Over to Prater. Over now to Burchett. Back to Prater. Inside. Miller. Back to Prater. Swings it over. Wide open three on the way from Strevler is no good, and we're going to have a foul called on the Lady Tigers. Let's see who they're going to call it on. Foul is on Lady Tiger, number 41, Allison Powers, her first and the team's first. Full court pressure coming from the Lady Tigers. Here's Foy. Foy on the inbound pass looking. Gets it to Allie Hewitt, and now she's ready to dribble it. She gets it across half court, and now she's double-teamed. She's got to get rid of it. Gets it to Bartell. Bartell looks, gets it inside to Plank. Plank back out to Bartell. Over to Allie Hewitt inside. Plank off the glass and put it in, and the Lady Indians lead by 2. Plank was wide open. Pressure coming from the Lady Indians. This is Burchett. Has a wide open Strevler. Back out. Here is Burchett with it. This is Alyssa Burchett. Over to Powers. Now here's Prater. Over to Burchett. Burchett's going to launch a three. This one is off the glass and no good, and a rebound to Tyler Bartell. Bartell running, cuts the defenders, goes up with a right-hand floater, no good. Back the other way, this is Burchett. She goes up with a floater, no good, and a rebound, Allie Hewitt. They're out and running. Gets it to Elena Webb. Webb goes inside around her defender, and she is fouled. She's fouled by Lady Tiger, number 41, Allison Powers. That's her second in the first quarter in less than a minute, in less than 2 minutes. And the team's second. Checking in is number 33, Jamie Myers. Here's Foy. Foy goes around her defender, brings it back out to Hallie Plank. And now Plank wants Bartell for a wide open three ball and buried it. Nothing but the bottom of the net from a Tyler Bartell three, and the Lady Indians up by 5. Here's Myers, and it's going to be an over the back. It's over and back violation on the Lady Tigers, and the Lady Indians take the ball. 5-0, 5:39 in the first quarter. Lady Indians up by 5. Here's Elena Webb working across half court at the top of the key. Looks, gets it to Foy. Erica dribbles to her right, now kicks it out to Hallie Plank, who's going to bring it back out. Over to Webb. Webb to Foy, who had 25 her last game. Foy dribbles to the right, goes inside, shot up. She wants a foul, no called. And Foy misses her first shot attempt of the game. Here's Prater over to Burchett. Inside and taken away almost by Bartell. Now a wide open three for Strevler, no good. Foy fights for the rebound, and it's off of Prater, and it's Lady Indian basketball. 5-0, Lady Indians with the lead. Checking into the lineup for the Lady Tigers is Emma Boots, who leads the team in scoring at 10 points a game. Here's Webb, working slowly. They're in a 2-1-1 zone. And a turnover. Here's a shot up by Strevler. As an air ball, and here's Foy out and running. She's got Allie Hewitt wide open at the other end of the court. She goes up and puts it in. And the Lady Indians lead by 7. And we've got a timeout from Bluffton. 4:32 left in the first quarter. Mississinewa 7, Bluffton 0. Back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School. Lady Indians up by 7, and here comes the full court press. Here is Burchett, pressured by Webb and Turner, who's just checked in. That's Netta Turner. Taken away by Foy. Foy across half court at the top of the key, looking to get it to Webb, and now she does. Webb with the basketball. Dribbles to her left, now back to the right, and almost has it taken away. Now we got a jump ball. I think it's going to be possession Bluffton, and it is. 4:09 left in the first quarter. 7-0. Working the other way is Prater. Back to her left. And now the Lady Indians are all over. Here's Tyler Bartell still. She goes up and the ball's knocked away. Now she comes back. We've got a foul on number 30, Tyler Bartell. It's her first and the team's first. Seven to nothing, 3:56 left in the first. Pressure has havocked the Lady Tigers here. Here's a shot up and no good, and a rebound to Elena Webb, and now she's ready to go out and run. She brings it to the center of the court and waits on her teammates to get back, and now she's ready to go. Dribbling with her left hand to the left, gets it to Netta Turner. In the corner, Bartell. Bartell cross-court pass to Plank, deflected, and now they're coming away with it. We've got a jump ball possession, Mississinewa. This game's really physical. Here is Bartell over to Netta Turner. She's going to launch a three ball. This one is nothing but net. So Netta Turner on the board with her first three, and the Lady Indians lead by 10 at 10-0. Inside free throw line jumper by Grace Miller, and it's good, and the Lady Tigers with their first two. Here's Turner across half court. Nice pass inside to Foy, and she was fouled, and she's going to the line for two. A nice pass from Netta Turner to Erica Foy. So a nice pass from Turner gets Foy to the free throw line, and she missed her first. The Lady Indians missed 9 free throws in their loss against Wabash and 9 free throws against McConaughey. That's 18 missed free throws in 2 games. Riley McKee checks into the lineup for her first time of the night. McKee is a 5'7" sophomore. Here's Allie Hewitt. Foy missed both of her free throw attempts. Here's Hewitt up top of the key. Dribbles to her right. Gets a screen from McKee. Throws it away. That's a turnover on the Lady Indians. Back the other way. Miller lays it up and puts it in. I've got 3 turnovers on the Lady Indians. And here's Foy dribbling with her left hand. Uses the sideline to her advantage. Here's McKee inside to Plank. Backs down her defender. Throws it up off the glass and count it. Allie Plank with 4 and going to the line to try to make it 5 with an old-fashioned 3-point play opportunity. A nice pass from McKee inside to Plank, and now Plank wants one more. 12-4, an 8-point lead, looking for 9 here on a free throw from Plank. This free throw is up, and free throw is good, and Hallie Plank has 5 of the team's 13. Here's the pressure from Foy. Knocked away from Plank. Here is Miller, goes inside with a nice little Euro step, no good, and a rebound fought for. And with a wild shot up by number 25, Emma Boots, and she was fouled on a play. I think it's going to go on Hallie Plank. Mississinewa fouls on number 21, Hallie Plank. Her first team second, and Taylor Ulrich goes to the scores table to look to check in. Free throw up by Boots is good, and Taylor Ulrich is in to replace Hallie Plank. Bartell moves down. Lady Indians going small here. Free throws an air ball, and out of bounds to Mississinewa. An 8-point lead for the Lady Indians with 2:14 left in the first. Bartell to inbound it to Riley McKee. Her second year at the varsity level, running the point guard position. Here comes McKee, swings it over to Netta Turner. Back to McKee, and a turnover. Shot up and good by Miller. And here's Netta Turner back to McKee. McKee with her dribbles to the right, and now throws it over to Netta Turner. Turner spots up for a 3 ball. This one is no good, but she's fouled, and she's going to shoot 3. Foul was on Lady Tiger number 25, Emma Boots. Netta Turner are going to go to the line for 3 shots. She got a 3 to go earlier. She's got 3, and now she's looking to make it 6 if she can hit all 3 of these. Her first free throw is up and good. So 4 points for Netta Turner. 2 more free throws to come. Second one up. Second one is good. And one more. Her third one is up, and this one rattles in and out. And it's a miss. Back the other way. Shot up and swatted by Foy. Foy said, "Don't come to my house or you're going to be eating it." Boots went up and missed it. And Erica Foy wasn't having it. Ulrich comes away with it. And now she's fouled. And the foul, I think, is going to go on number 42, Autumn Moranity. And it is. That's the team's sixth in the first quarter. Here's McKee. Dribbles back to her left, now back to the right to Allie Hewitt, and they lost it out of bounds. That's 5 turnovers on the Lady Indians in the first quarter. Had 24 turnovers against Wabash. Had 12 against McConaughey, and they're working on 5 here in the first quarter. Here is number 21, Miller. Shot up and no. Gets it back, throws it off the glass, and puts it in. She stepped over the out-of-bounds line. Elena Webb to check in to replace Allie Hewitt. Inbounding the ball, she stepped over the out-of-bounds line, and she can't do that. Here is Strevler out to number 22, Prater, and she gets a 2, and the lead is 4. Here's Bartell. Dribbles with her left hand. Back to Webb. Webb goes inside, floats it up, and puts it in, and Elena Webb with her first 2 points of the ball game. Lady Indians lead by 6. Here's a pass into Moranity, and she puts it in. And we're down to 35 seconds and counting, and the Lady Indians got a 4-point lead. Here's Foy, dribbles to her right. Here is McKee being fouled. McKee gets it to Bartell. Bartell goes up, and she's fouled. Fouls on number 42, Autumn Moranity. Her second and team 7th at the line for 2 is Tyler Bartell. Her first free throw was up and good, and Bartell has 3 points. I know Bartell has 4. She hit a 3, makes that free throw with 4, and makes this one 5. So Bartell with 5, and the Lady Indians up by 6. Miller to Prater. Prater shot up and no good. And off of Elena Webb. 14 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Prater defended by McKee. She traveled. A turnover on Bluffton. And inbounding the ball is Riley McKee. McKee floats it up to Foy. Foy grabs it, now gets it to Bartell. Bartell to her left, in the corner to Webb. Webb goes around her defender. Tries to get it to Ulrich, and it's knocked away. And a shot up and no good. At the end of the first quarter, Bluffton 19, Mississinewa 13. Back in 2 minutes with the second quarter. This is Lady Indian Basketball live from Bluffton High School. Welcome back to Bluffton High School. Crossing over and going up with a floater. And no good. That was Boots. She gets it back, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Hallie Plank. And now she gets it to Bartell. And now here's Foy. Now to Elena Webb. Webb dribbles with the right hand. She's tripped and she's fouled. Oh, they called her out of bounds on Webb after she was tripped. Coach Tandy's trying to figure out what just happened because she just got tripped and knocked to the floor. They said she stepped out of bounds. Interesting call. That's 6 turnovers on the Lady Indians. They called that a foul on. They called that a foul on Webb. Her first after she fouled Burchett. And we're going to have a timeout. We have a disturbance on the floor, and that's why we're stopped. Lady Indians lead 19-13 with 7:20 left in the first half. Now we're back. Here's a shot up, and a 3 is no good, and here is Bartell out and running. Bartell dribbles to the left, wants a foul, no call, and so does the Lady Indian bench. Here's Foy, picks it up. They're going to call a travel on Foy. 7 turnovers on the Lady Indians, and Coach Tandy's trying to get an explanation from the officials on why they just called that. Here's Prater. Prater inside. Miller, and she threw it out of bounds. It's going to be Lady Indian basketball. Here's Elena Webb, crosses over, throws it up to Plank, and it's another turnover. That makes it 8. Here's a 3 in the corner for Strevler, no good, and a rebound Foy. The Lady Indians are out and running. She's got Webb in the far corner, gets it to her, now passes it to Holly Greer, who swings it over to Foy. Foy's got a lot to 3. This one is short and out of bounds. Inside pass up and no good. because there's a traveling violation. Inbounding the ball. Here's Webb. Webb to Foy. Foy goes inside with a little shake and bake and move. No good. Rebound Dodderwick off the glass. No. Rebound Plank up. And she is fouled. So Hallie Plank going to go back to the line to shoot some free throws. Plank going to the line. That free throw is up, rattles off the rim and falls in, and Hallie Plank has 6 points. Allie Hewitt checks in for the Lady Indians. She replaces Foy, and now Plank goes back to the line for one more. This one is up and also good, and Hallie Plank has 7 points and 3 for 3 from the line. Pass deflected out of bounds by Plank. The Lady Indians lead by 8. Here is Miller. Shot up by King is no good. And a wild shot up by Boots was also no good, but she is fouled by, let's see, I think it's on number 23. Fouls on number 23, Madison Dodderwick. That is Dodderwick's first and the team's 4th. Boots at the line to shoot 2. First one's up and short and no good. One more for Boots. Lady Indians with an 8-point lead. Here's the second one. This one is good. Here's Webb. Over to Allie Hewitt. Allie Hewitt across the timeline. Looks. Gets it to Webb. Webb goes inside. Nice pass to Plank. She goes off the glass and puts it in. Assist from Elena Webb. Hallie Plank puts it in. She's got 9 first half points. They called a travel on number 21, Grace Miller. Joe Garou's fired up, giving the officials an earful. He wants them to know that's not a travel. Here's Foy. Gets it to Webb. Webb inside. Picks up her dribble. Throws it to Hallie Plank and a timeout, Mississinewa. 4:42 left in the first half. 23-14 Indians. Back in 30 seconds. This is Lady Indian Basketball live from Bluffton High School. Inbounding is Webb. Here's Webb. Webb with the basketball, dribbles to her right. Goes inside. Here is Allie Hewitt. And we've got a 3-second in the lane call. Here is number 32, Olivia Miller. Or that's Olivia King. And Allie Hewitt's going for it. She runs into the scores table. Going for the ball. It's 23-14, 4:21 left in the first half. The ball deflected by Allie Hewitt. Shot up from King is no good. Rebound, Erica Foy. And we have got a jump ball possession, Mississinewa. Here is Foy to Aubrey Tan. Tan to Foy. Foy splits her defenders. She goes up, throws it up, and she is fouled. So Erica Foy going to the line to shoot two. Allie Plank checks back into the lineup along with Tyler Bartell. Foy's free throw is up, and it is good. After missing her first two, she hits her third attempt. She wants to go 2 for 4 from the line. She's got to hit this one. This free throw also up by Foy. This one rolls in, and Erica Foy has her first 2 points of the game. It's 25-14, 11-point lead for the Lady Indians. Inside, Booth kicks it back out. Miller's going to launch a 3-ball in and out. Rebound, Tyler Bartell. Out and running. Here's Allie Hewitt. She goes coast to coast on a nice little herky-jerky layup and somehow gets it to go in. What a play by Allie Hewitt. Here's Boots. Shot up off the glass and in. And here's Bartell, the Lady Indians out and running. Gets it to Webb. Here's a shot up. And the basket is good by Hallie Plank. It's 29-16. 29-16 with 3:07 left in the first half. Back after this on the Tribe Sports Network. Back at Mississinewa High School, Lady Indians lead by 13 with 3 minutes left in the first half. Dribbling the basketball and working back the other way. Shot up and off the glass and in by Grace Miller. Here's Bartell, goes inside, puts it up, and she is fouled and going to the line. Let's see who this foul's going to be on. For this foul's on Lady Tiger, number 21, Grace Miller. Her first in the team's 10th of the half. Tyler Bartell going to the line to shoot two. Free throw is up and a brick. One more for Bartell. And this one is good. Riley McKee into the lineup for the Lady Indians. The shot up and good by Emma Butts. With the basketball is McKee, dribbling to her right. McKee sets the offense up at the top of the key. Gets it over to Bartell. Floats it inside to Hallie Plank. She gets inside. Count it! And the foul. They said she traveled. This is Bartell to the right. They said she carried it. Right now, the Lady Indians I've got the Lady Indians with 11 turnovers. And back the other way. Here's a shot up and no good. Here comes Foy out and running. Dribbles to her left, goes inside, throws up a shot, and a blocking foul is called on number 22, Megan Prater. Sorry for technical difficulties. If you are having technical difficulties, we have been doing our best to bring you the best action that we possibly can. So Bartell hits one of the free throws. She's got 6. And they're fighting for it. Webb, it's a jump ball. Possession's going to go to Bluffton. Working with the ball. Who's got it? Here is out and running. Here's Webb. Throws it in the corner to Bartell. She launches the 3, but there's a foul on the floor. Lady Tiger foul is on number 24, Gabrielle Strevler. And at the line for 2 is Elena Webb. Her free throw is up and nothing but net. Elena Webb with 3, looking for 4 with 1 free throw to come. Holly Greer checks into the lineup for the Lady Indians. Had a great game last game against McConaughey. And with 1 minute left in the opening half, the Lady Indians lead is 13 and make it 14 with that free throw from Webb. 14-point lead for the Lady Indians on an Elena Webb. 2 made free throws. Shot up and good by Boots. And here is Webb. Webb across the half court. Dribbling the basketball, working. And a shot up by Webb, and she puts it in. Make that 6 points for Webb. The lead is 14. Boots goes up. And there was a foul in the corner. Foul is on number 30, Tyler Bartell. Her second. Here's a shot by Miller. It's a 3. This one's good. Here comes Webb. Webb brings it back out at the top of the key. Dribbles to her left. Now back to the right. Webb goes left. Goes around her defender. Loses it off of her leg and out of bounds. I thought she was fouled, but no call. And Webb with a turnover there, and that makes it 12 on the night for the Lady Indians. Here's Plank's rebound. She throws it to Webb, and at the end of the first half, Mississinewa 36, Bluffton 25. We're back with second half in just a few moments. This is Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back. Second half. Lady Indians up by 11. Here's Allie Hewitt working to the right. Throws it inside to Foy. She goes off the glass. Misses this one. And back the other way come the Lady Tigers. Foy has struggled all night long offensively. Foy fights for it on the ground. It's going to be jump ball, and I think it's going to Mississinewa. Nope, it's staying with Bluffton. Here we go. Here's Bartell. Picks it up, gets it to, try to get it to Webb, and it's another Lady Indian turnover. I've got the Lady Indians with 14 turnovers tonight. Inside, this is Miller, turns around, gets it inside to number 41, Allison Powers, and she puts it off the glass and puts it right in the basket. Here, make that 15 turnovers for the game. 15 turnovers this game for the Lady Indians. I know Coach Tandy is not going to be happy about that. Grace Miller puts it in for 2. And right now it's 36-29, and I'm joined by Josh Dakin now for the second half. Here's Allie Hewitt. Throws it over to Hallie Plank in the corner. She's going to launch a 3. This one is way long and no good.
Way off.
Way off by Plank inside. A floater up. And no good, and a rebound by Power. She pulls it down and is fouled.
That's just bad defense there by the Indians.
Free throw up by Powers is short. Working on getting Josh some audio to his ears. He's lost audio from his headset. We're trying to let him hear what's going on here. And this free throw by Powers is up and good. And back the other way come the Lady Indians. With the basketball is Allie Hewitt. And Foy rips the ball away. And let's see what the call is going to be. What do you think? I mean, Josh, the Lady Indians have turned the ball over quite a bit tonight. I know it's something Coach Tandy's not going to be too happy with.
No, not at all.
Here's Foy on her pivot foot. Gets it out to Hallie Plank in the corner. Elena Webb going to launch a 3. This one's short.
That was a good-looking shot there by Webb.
Webb wanted a foul called, but nothing.
Sit down and play defense. That's what they got to do.
Here is a cross-court pass to number 23, Alyssa Burchett. She puts it in, and the lead is only 4 for the Lady Indians right now.
Yeah, just a second ago there was an 11-point lead, and now it's down to 4. That's ridiculous. It's because they're not getting efficient shots, and that's why they lost this lead.
Here's Plank, shot a 3. This one's no good. Fortunately, it went off of a Lady Tiger.
Yeah, that's not an efficient shot.
Inbounding is going to be Elena Webb. Webb right now has got 6 6 points. Bartell going to launch a three. Got it!
That one is an efficient shot.
Tyler Bartell with a 3 ball. And after a 14-point performance the other night, Tyler Bartell has 9.
I mean, nothing against Hallie Plank, but she should not be shooting the 3 ball.
Yeah, not a 3-point shooter. She's open. Let her have it, I guess. Out of bounds. It's going back to the Lady Indians. We've got 5:05 left in the third quarter. Lady Indians up by 7, 39-32. And their first meeting against Kaylee Barnes.
And the thing is, the way for Mississinewa to get efficient shots is to swing it around the perimeter, enter it into the post, and play a little high-low.
Webb goes to Foy. Foy goes in through traffic and missed it. Webb's there to clean up the rebound and put it in. Elena Webb 3 for 3 on 2-point baskets and 0 for 1 on a 3-point basket. This one taken by Allie Hewitt. There's no way they're calling a foul against Hewitt.
And I think that they are.
No, the foul's going to be on number 20. Oh, it was on the Lady Tigers, number 25, Emma Boots. 41-32, 4:41 left in the third quarter.
So they started to expand this lead a little bit.
Here is Webb. Dribbles to her right. Inside to Foy. Nice pass to find Hallie Plank. And guess what? She's put it off the glass and put it in the basket.
And that's what I'm telling you. A little high-low action all night. They've been doing it against Bluffton, and it's been good. So they got to continue to do that.
Webb got hit right in the face.
There's a delay in my headset. I love it. There's a little.
Webb got hit in the, I don't know if it was in the nose or in the mouth, but, she went down hard, and now she's, on the bench having a talk with some of the coaches, making sure she is okay.
Corey's going to come down there and check, take it.
Here is Bartell. She's going to launch a 3 ball. This one is short. Back. So Bartell missed her first 3 and back the other way. Come the Lady Indians off of an out of bounds off of the Lady Tigers. Here's Riley McKee, sets up the offense at the top of the key, swings it over to Allie who goes inside. Nice little pass to Plank. This one a little too strong.
And the Indians have extended the lead back to 11 now.
Here is Miller in the corner to number 24. That was Strevler, and she missed it, and the shot was rebounded by Allison Powers. And she put it up and in.
Yeah, weak side basket there for Bluffton. It's too easy. They're not defending the weak side. They need to get over there. Rotation's got to be more sound to get that stop.
Here's Bartell. Inside Plank. Backs down her defender. Looks like she traveled. She put it off the glass and no good.
She definitely shuffled the puppies on that one. I'm surprised they didn't call it immediately.
Yeah.
She switched pivot foots.
Bluffton coach not too happy. Here's a 3 out of the corner from Miller. No good. Rebound Plank.
Yeah,
she's got Foy. Foy goes up. Puts it up. And puts it in. They wave the basket off. Foul was on the floor. And Coach Tandy is not happy about that.
Yeah, there's no such thing as continuation in high school, though, so that's a good call. The foul was before the free throw line. The basket should have been waved off. That's the correct call by the officials. And I know she's not going to be happy, but that is the correct call.
Webb got hit in the mouth. I just seen Coach Tandy walk over there. Webb had a towel in her mouth. Must have busted her lip open.
I think she'll be all right, though.
McKee goes inside with a nice little move. Missed it. Allie Hewitt there to clean it up and put it in.
That is good offensive rebounding by the Indians. They did it all night. They love to attack the glass, and it makes it very efficient for the offense.
Josh, guess what? In all 3 shots Allie Hewitt has taken, she's hit all 3.
That's pretty darn efficient. If you ask me, that's 100%.
Taylor Ulrich checking into the lineup, replaces Allie Hewitt. And I wonder how long it's going to be before we get Webb back in the lineup. Possibly the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I would say no more sooner than the fourth, at the best.
Going inside and putting up a wild floater from the free throw line was Olivia King.
She traveled.
Here is Riley McKee, and what I'm going to like to say, she sets it up at the top of the key.
And that's his famous catchphrase.
Nice pass inside to Foy. The ball's going to be out of bounds, and they somehow give it to Bluffton.
Oh, heavens, no. That had to go off a white defender. The ball reversed its path.
There was
Erica did not hit that under her leg.
There was 4 white defenders there and 1 red Lady Indian. And if somehow Taylor Ulrich can pass the ball that perfectly to where it goes off of Foy and doesn't touch a single white defender, then, you know.
And I don't know that she just bounced that inbound play. The ball hit the line. That should have been out of bounds.
Lady Indians in a 2-3 zone. Going inside was Boots. Missed it. Got her own rebound. Put it up. Blocked by Foy and saved out of bounds. It's going back to the Lady Indians.
If they're going to play zone, they cannot let Bluffton penetrate into the center of the zone or let him get down low into the paint, because that breaks the zone, and that cannot happen if you're a Mississinewa defender.
Yeah, you got to box out as well.
Yeah.
Here's Riley McKee. Sets up the Lady Indian offense. Gets it over to Taylor Ulrich. Ulrich tried to get it to Foy, and they threw it away.
Yeah, they're just forcing passes at this point. You can't force that. Why not swing it over to Netta and then try to get it back in?
They keep getting offensive rebounds, too. That was number 33, Jamie Myers. She put it in, and now the lead is only.
See, for practice at boys, we call that pass and relocate, and she did not pass and relocate. And they need a timeout.
Coach Tandy's calling it right now. 45-40.
She's going to let them play now. Yeah, they need a timeout.
Here's Foy.
They need a timeout.
And now she's fouled after she's been fouled all game. Coach Tandy, I think, is going to take a timeout.
Yeah, the Mississinewa fans aren't too happy right now. They're right in the officials' rear ends right now. And here comes the line change for the Indians. We're back to hockey-style basketball.
Bartell in along with Greer, Hewitt, and McKee. Foy gets it over to Riley McKee, sets the offense up at the top of the key. And now she loses it, and guess what? That's 20 turnovers now on the Lady Indians, and McKee fouls her. She put it up, and she put it in.
They need a timeout bad right now. They are out of sync. They're not playing basketball. They need a timeout now.
Coach Tandy's had it. She said, Atlanta, you're going back in.
Yeah, they got to get Elena Webb back in, because if they don't have their primary ball handler out there, and they're going to continue to turn the ball over. McKee just isn't experienced enough yet to play the point guard under pressure.
Yeah, she got very limited time last year and very limited time so far this year. And she's, like you said, just not experienced. Grace Miller has cut the Lady lead to 2.
I mean, it was just 11 points 2 seconds ago.
Here's Webb, gets to Foy.
If they're smart, they hold for 1.
Back to Webb. Webb dribbling to her right. Now back to the left. Gets it to Allie Hewitt. And now she's fouled. This game has been very physical. Webb looked at the officials as to say, you know, I've been being shoved all game. Why haven't you been blowing the whistle? Webb to inbound. She finds Allie Hewitt and gets it to her. Hewitt to Greer. Holly back out to Allie Hewitt. Hewitt goes inside, throws up a shot, and this one's no good. Bartell there to clean it up and put it in.
Why force that shot there? They're lucky they've been getting good offensive rebounds. That could have not been possible. Don't force a shot you don't have. Kick it back out and reset the offense.
47-43. Under 10 seconds to play. This is Prater. Now Miller is going to launch a 3, no good. Somehow an offensive rebound from Boots, and they called it off of Foy's leg. I thought it went off of Boots' leg. They said it went off of Foy's. That's why Erica kind of looked at the official and said, what happened?
That's a bad call. So with 2 seconds, we'll see what they can mix up in the pot.
Hallie Plank checks in the lineup. She replaces Holly Greer.
trying to get the big bodies in here to block the shot.
Yeah, nothing inside. 47-43. We've got a good game so far. They're going to lob it up. And a 3 on the way. At the buzzer is good. Alyssa Burchett hits the 3 at the buzzer to end the third. It's 47-46 at the end of 3 quarters. Back in 2 minutes with the fourth. This is Lady Indian basketball on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School, where we just saw Alyssa Burchett hit a 3 to end out the third quarter, and they outscored the Lady Indians in that quarter. I don't know exactly the score.
By 10. They outscored
Easily
them
by 10.
Because it was an 11-point lead at halftime. Just a quick update. The Indiana Lady Hoosiers are leading the Jaguars 53-42 at the end of the third quarter. Go Lady Hoosiers.
It's 47-46 here. I know the Indiana Wesleyan men are in action against Brescia tonight.
That should be a good game. IU East, is that right for IWU?
Brescia.
Okay, so when do they play IU East?
That game
Saturday?
is on Thursday.
Oh, Thursday, all right. It's at IU East. That should be a really good game.
Yeah, Foy with a step-back jumper is no good. Allie Hewitt there to get the rebound, kicks it back out to Foy.
Tell you what, the offensive rebounding has been key.
Oh, my goodness. An offensive foul on Foy. Megan Prater had flopped, and they called an offensive foul on Foy. She sold it very good there.
I'm going to be honest, I didn't see the call, but by the reaction of the fans, it was probably a terrible call. Has to be.
Back the other way. Hallie Plank just takes it right away, and then she throws it back. Here's a shot up, and no good, and another shot up, and hits the top of the backboard. And here's Foy out and running. Foy tries to go behind the back, gets it to Webb. Cross-court pass to Bartell.
Not a good pass.
And a foul on Hallie Plank. We've got...
Listen, just a quick thing. Why throw a skip pass across court when you can literally hold the ball, set the offense, make a pass to the top of the key, and then work the ball around instead of going straight across the top?
Right now, the Lady Indians are in deep, deep trouble. What were you screaming about? Here is number 21, Miller. Cross court. Here's taken away by Allie Hewitt. She's out and running. She goes up, puts it up, and she is fouled and going to the line. So Allie Hewitt's fouled and going to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Right now, Josh, the way the Mississinewa Lady Indians have played in the second half, they are in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, they're in deep trouble. If they don't turn it around now, the game's over. They'll lose.
Yeah, you've got to capitalize. Free throw up by Allie Hewitt is good, and she has got 7.
Yeah.
7 points for Allie Hewitt. That's pretty good. She had 11 the other night. And the second free throw is good from Allie Hewitt, and Hewitt has now got 8.
So Omega needs to make it a #1 priority to not turn the ball over the rest of the half.
I think right now, Josh, the way Allie Hewitt has played offensively this game, you got to keep giving it to her. She's only missed 1 shot.
Well, she continues to get it down into the paint, what they've been successful on all night. So they need to continue to get down into the paint. Hallie Plank and Erica Foy and her in the paint, unstoppable right now. Continue to get the ball to them.
Foy set to check back in.
Instead of jacking up threes from Missouri.
Yeah, you live by the 3 and you die by it, and they call a carry on Bluffton, and Foy checks back in.
And that's a good call. Now, we call that a makeup call in basketball. The fans have said it. They called it on us. It's a makeup call, but that's something good there by the officials.
Even things out a little bit. Here comes Elena Webb. Sets up the Lady Indian offense. She dribbles to the right, now back to the left. Gets a screen from Plank.
They don't need any more jump shots right now. They need to get into the paint, what's been successful.
Foy.
Unless you're wide open, don't take it.
Foy throws it off the glass. She's had a terrible game offensively.
And that's a force. You don't have to force it. Let the game come to you. We've said it many times. It's a force. Why not, instead of jacking that up, throw it out to the corner and reset the offense? Tell me.
Yeah, I
but
feel
do
the same
agree?
way. I don't understand. You get inside and you score, and the Lady Indians are just forcing shots, and that's why Coach Tandy's telling her to just come on.
Take a quick break, go back out there. And I'm not saying it's a bad shot. She just forced it a little bit. There's two girls on her. She's got to pull that back out.
Shot up. Good by Powers, and she's fouled by Hallie Plank. Josh, I've had enough heart-beating moments in the last month because of football, and the girls' basketball is starting to make it like that here tonight. And
we don't need one tonight.
Yeah, my heart's been to about 205 beats per minute over the past month. I don't need it to be 210 tonight.
Yeah, you might want to go to the doctor for that, but yeah, good diagnosis.
yeah. This free throw by Allison's good after missing the first, and we've got it 49-47. Nice pass from Webb to Turner, wide open three ball, no good. And again, Josh, as we talked about, why are we continuing to shoot?
Now, I'll say this. Ned is probably the best open ball shooter on the team. I will say that is a good shot. The only problem with it, it's a forced quick shot. You need to pull that out, run the offense a little bit. But other than that, I think it's a good shot. It's just a little quick when you're up by 2 with 5 to play.
Allison inside, looked like she traveled. Plank's there. Allison gets it again. Another offensive rebound, this one by Miller, and she put it up and in. Plank can't believe they just called a foul on her.
Well, I think it's a good call, and I'll say it's a good call because of this. You have one girl down in the paint trying to get the rebound and block the shot while the other 4 red jerseys are standing back literally watching her. Get involved. You have to get involved.
That's 4 on Plank, and I guarantee she's coming out.
Well, she's going to have to. They're going to have to sit her till about probably 2.5, 3 minutes to go, and they're going to have to rely on their subs to do the business.
Missed free throw by Miller. Holly Greer coming back into the game along with Erica Foy, and Foy, I think, is coming in for the bigger body.
Well, they're going to have to. I mean, she's the only other center-like player on the team.
Elena Webb had a very good couple of minutes in that third quarter where she would take it to the basket and score. I'd like to see her start doing that now.
And she struggled in the first 2 quarters, so that's good to see her grow as a player. This is where the Indians have to get hard-knock basketball skill here.
Nice little pass fake from Foy. She goes up, put another forced shot, and out of bounds, saved by the Lady Tigers. Erica Foy is 0 for 6 from the field.
See, I thought, honestly, she got fouled there. I thought that was a good shot. I thought she got fouled. And then they call foul down on the other end. The officials, they're just not getting into position to make the right calls.
Yeah. Boots going back to the line. Tyler fouls on number 30, Tyler Bartel. Timeout, Mississinewa. Coach Tandy has had enough. At the end, I've almost said at the end of the ball game, with 5:15 left in the ball game, 49-48 Indians lead. Back in 30 seconds on the Tribe Sports Network. back at Bluffton High School. And Emma Boots is going to the line for 2 shots. Let's see. With this free throw, she could tie it. And this one is up and good. And we've got ourselves a tie ball game at 49.
So if they make the free throw here, this is the first lead of the game for Bluffton. Just a reminder.
Yes, sir. And this one is up. And this one is good. And they have got their first lead of the game at 50 to 49.
They came all the way back from 13.
Pressure. Here's Webb. She's got to get out and go. She does. She gets it across half court. That's what you got to do.
Oh, yeah. Now you got to be patient and run the offense the correct way.
Slow it down and run your offense. Oh, nice little move by Turner. Goes in with a nice little floater, and she's fouled.
Yeah, she got fouled. That's a good way to create offense. Now, I'm not saying that's what you want, but that's what's going to happen. They'll go with what they get.
Netta Turner is 2 of 3 from the line tonight. Pretty good percentage. Let's see if she can possibly. She's at least got to hit 1 to tie things up. And free throw by Turner is good. We've got a tie ball game, and I'm going to send things over to Josh Dakin, who's got an Indiana women's basketball score.
So at the final from Assembly Hall, Indiana Hoosiers girls basketball 64, Jaguars 49. The Indiana Hoosiers move to 2-0.
Netta Turner hits both of those free throws. There's a shot up by Allison, no good. Somehow, some way, you've got to find a way to box out Emma Boots because she just got the basket and put it in, and now she's going to the line.
My problem with that is they gambled down here, and I'm all right with the gamble. It took them a second to get up, which is fine. You got to get back, and you got to box out. We're going back to scrimmage days now. When they scrimmaged this year, they did not put a button to somebody and box out. That's why you're having this problem right now where it's offensive rebound after offensive rebound. It's poor rebounding for the Indians.
Bartell has 4 fouls as well. 2 of your key players with 4 fouls. And a missed free throw. Holly Plank back in the lineup.
She got fouled on the rebound. She got pushed from behind.
Netta Turner, wide open 3. This one rattles in and out.
It's such a quick shot, though. I like the shot because she's open, but it's too quick in the fourth quarter. You have to pull it out and run the offense, I'm telling you.
I agree. That's why.
Only way you're going to win ball games is by being efficient, and that's not efficient.
That's why Bluffton's making a run.
Because they're efficient. See, they're sitting down there playing basketball. They're waiting for the defense to make a mistake. Mississinewa is not. They're going down and they're jacking it up, which I'm not saying there's a problem with that.
And you know, like you said, the mistakes happen, and right there was a mistake. You fouled her. Now she's going to the line. That foul's on Elena Webb. She's got 2. Here comes the free throw from Grace Miller. This one's up, and this one is good. A 2-point lead right now for Bluffton.
Do you know how many timeouts the Indians have right now?
I think they've got 3.
If they got 3, they need to start using them. I say if they make this free throw, call a timeout, set up the offense, which they didn't call it. I'm just saying I think that is needed.
It's 3-point lead for Bluffton, their biggest lead of the game. Here is Webb dribbling to her right, spin move, and they just took it away. The Lady Indians are just being lazy offensively.
They are.
Miller goes up with a wild shot, no good. An offensive rebound, they put it up and good, and I'm sure Coach Tandy has got to be getting ready to call a timeout.
No box out again. They're just rebounding over them. There's no box out. There has to be a box out.
She's sending Bartell back to the scores table.
I still think Indians, if they can play, they're going to pull this out. But like that is perfect offense.
Like I said at the end of the third quarter, the way Allie Hewitt is played, keep giving her the ball.
Well, and she's playing hard knock defense right now.
Allie
if you
Hewitt.
have a wide open lane, you take it. She did.
She's in double digits. She's in double digits with 10. Here's a shot up, no good. Hallie Plank gets the rebound, and here comes Elena Webb. The Red Lady Indians out and running, and I like what Webb did. She took it back out, and now they finally called the foul.
Exactly. See, she pulls it out, and they get what they want.
They have finally called the foul after it's happened 10 times in this quarter.
If you're just patient and you run basketball the right way, you will get calls, and you will be successful. Some of the best teams in the country run a slow, patient offense. That's why they beat teams. They outwork them, they outplay them, they outsmart them.
Elena Webb has got to hit you got to hit your free throws down the stretch. She's 2 of 2 tonight from the line. This one is up and short. That one was short. A wide open layup at the other end by Prater puts it in.
That's just too easy. There's no communication. They have to communicate.
The Indians aren't out of it. Still 5 points with 3 minutes to go. Webb out to Foy. Don't force anything here. Allie Hewitt. She's going to launch a 3-ball. This one was an air ball. A nice save by Plank. Gets out of bounds on Bluffton.
That's a good hustle play there by Hallie Plank. She knew that it was going to be out on Mississinewa. And I don't know that I like the shot. This is a
timeout Bluffton. It's a full timeout with 2:51 left in the fourth. 58-53, Bluffton with the lead. Back in 1 minute on the Tribe Sports Network. Welcome back to Bluffton High School. Out of the timeout from Bluffton. Elena Webb inbounding. Gets it to Foy. Foy goes inside. Turns around. Nice little up and under move. This one, she finally gets it to go. And Josh, that is only her 4th point of the game.
And let me tell you, she was patient on that move. She waited for the move to happen. The defender, took it, and then it happened. I mean, that is just how you do it. You got to be patient. That was a patient move. She didn't force it.
It's a 3-point game. I'd like to see the Lady Indians go man. See what they can do man to man.
I agree. I don't know. The zone hasn't really hurt tonight, but the zone hasn't been great.
I can't believe the call that, that official. Webb was not even moving. She had her hands straight up, had her position just like this, and the girl ran right into her, and they called a foul on Webb. 3 fouls on Webb. With a free throw to come from Prater, this one is no good. And like they say, ball don't lie.
I was going to say the ball doesn't lie, my friend.
I don't know.
The ball does not lie.
One more free throw. And this one is also no good. See, that right there tells you.
No rebound. No rebound. They still can't get the ball. There's 3 of them down there.
Coach Tandy can't believe it. You've had so many opportunities. Just grab the ball.
Well, I can tell you what they're working on tomorrow in practice. A little bit of rebounding.
Yeah, they called a foul on Allie Hewitt. That's Allie Hewitt's 3rd foul. And your better players, your starters and your main players are getting into foul trouble late in the game, and that is going to hurt you down the stretch.
Yeah, and there's only 2 minutes left, so this is now or never for the Indians.
Coach Tandy just looked at her bench and said, box out.
And when she means box out, she doesn't mean just put her hands up and try to grab the ball. She means get in an athletic stance, put a butt to somebody, and push them out of the lane. And they haven't been doing that.
Miller's got 23. 5-point lead for the Lady Tigers. Here is Webb. Dribbling to the right. In the corner to Hewitt. Hewitt goes inside to Plank.
She traveled.
And she did.
Now is where you want to start shooting the 3-ball. If you're open, you need to take it because we're at a point now where it's a 5-point game with 1:50. You're going to have to foul unless you force the turnover quick. This is where they need to start jacking the ball up at this point.
You got to get still. You can't wait too long before you start fouling.
Well, if you remember, this is the exact replica game as Wabash. We was up 9 at halftime.
They just
called
called
up 11 this game, and now look.
They just called a foul on Hallie Plank, and she's just fouled out of the game. Aubrey Tan going to come in. She's better defensively. Coach Tandy's looking at the officials and just, shaking her head. She can't believe it.
I can tell you what, the fans are not happy about that one. You can tell. Hallie's parents aren't too fond of it either, I don't think.
60-55 with 1:39 left in the game. And Josh, at this point, how long do you wait before you start fouling?
So my philosophy is, as a coach and from studying a lot of basketball, my honest opinion is you go 5 seconds, 5 to 10 seconds, try to get the turnover. If you don't get it, by the time the clock hits 1:29, you're fouling immediately. You have 10 seconds to get the steal. If not, foul. Some coaches like to go automatic. You foul as soon as the ball's inbounded. I believe in letting your defense try to get the stop before you foul, because anything can happen.
I wonder, in high school, because it happens in the NBA, if you can foul their worst free throw shooter and put her on the line and it not be.
We'll see, in high school, if you foul like that without the ball, it's an intentional foul because you're not playing the ball.
Okay.
So it'd be 2 free throws and the ball.
Yeah.
So you don't want that.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's the rule. The NBA and the high school rule is totally different.
Yeah.
So I think that's the rule. You have to make a play for the ball to foul.
I think it's even the same way in college, isn't it?
Yeah, you have to play the ball.
Okay.
You have to play the ball. So if the defender doesn't have the ball and you're sitting there grabbing her and wrapping her up,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can call that an intentional foul, and you don't want that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You don't know if you want to foul the worst player, and then you get an intentional foul called, then you're in a world of hurt.
Exactly.
This free throw was up and good. And right now the difference in this game is the Lady Indians had, I don't know, what did they have at the half?
Who are you talking about?
The Lady Indians.
I don't know. It was just an 11-point lead. They haven't scored the ball because I'll tell you what's struggled tonight for them is defense. They've given up 62 points, which is the most they've given up all season. Can't have that.
Here's Bartell. Gets it inside to Foy, and Foy goes
fouled.
inside. She's fouled on the floor. And the Bluffton fans are looking like, how is that a foul? Well, some of the Indian fans are looking at the Bluffton fans saying, how are some of these calls down here a foul?
I mean, it's 9-10 on the fouls, so they're pretty even. I will say I think the Indians have been cheated out on some fouls tonight. But, I mean, I'll tell you what the difference is. Bluffton's hitting their free throws. Mississinewa is not.
This free throw by Foy is good.
Or when the free throws matter. I think probably the percentage for Mississinewa free throw-wise is better. But in the late game, they've hit them, and we have not.
It's a 2-possession game now, and you got to hit this one. She did. She hit them both.
Now you press. You go about 5 to 10 seconds now, and then you foul.
Try to get a steal.
So she got beat, so you foul.
Now you foul. You've got to foul. You've got to foul.
This is where you want to foul now. This has been 10 seconds. 1:16.
Now they get a layup
you wanted
inside.
To foul a long while back.
A missed shot.
That's fine. They'll play it out.
I still think you want to foul in that situation.
Exactly. You don't want too much clock time waste. She got fouled. She got a hand check. That's a good call by the official.
Now you hit both of these free throws, Josh, and you've got a 1-possession game. And then, like you said, play it out. If you get beat, foul.
So now I'm going to change that a little bit. If she makes both and it's a 3-point game, I'm going to let them play defense for about 20 seconds now, and I'm going to see if she can get a stop and force a bad shot. If they're going to hold the ball, that's when we foul.
Yeah, but Foy's got to hit her free throws. This one is up, and she short-armed it.
You go about 5 to 10 seconds now, and if you can't get it, then you foul. So it's 1:04 on the clock. If they don't have the ball by about 55 seconds, you foul.
You got to hit this one, I think. And
short-armed both of them. Now, let's see what happens here. Yeah, now you got a foul.
Turnover.
Okay, they got to play it out now, and they got to go fast. They can't go slow.
You can't sit up here at the top of the key and just dribble around. You've got to go. You're down to 45 seconds.
They're taking too much time at this point. You got to shoot it.
Bartell's three
she should have called a
is
timeout
nothing
there.
but net.
A timeout would have been good. Okay, now she calls a timeout. She let time run off the clock, but that's all right.
What a huge shot by Tyler Bartell. Keeps the Lady Indians' lives. They're keeping them alive. It's only 2 possessions. They were down 3 possessions. With that 3, that gives them an opportunity.
So this is where you foul immediately. You give them, as soon as they inbound the ball, if you don't pick off the inbounds play or on that first pass, you foul immediately.
Taylor Ulrich checking into the lineup for her speed, trying to get a steal.
You're trying to save as much time at this point. It ain't the same as a 2-minute game. In my opinion, the strategy totally changes. Instead of giving yourself 5 to 10 seconds, you have inbound to 2 seconds. So you got to go immediately. If you're going to foul, you're going to foul. If you're going to play it out, you're going to play it out. And Megan needs to talk about that in the timeout, what she wants to do. But any coach in their right mind has to be saying, we got a foul.
Yep. So, you know, try for the steal. If you don't get it, you got to foul.
Yep.
I mean, immediately if you don't get the steal. Because Bluffton's just going to run the clock out at this point.
Because, it's strategy now. It was strategy. The whole game's strategy. When you get down to 2 minutes, you're thinking, okay, we can do this. When you get down to 4 points with 38 seconds, you have to immediately attack and run it the right way. So that's a good switch there by Bartell and Plank. They're going to force her. She went over and back. They called a timeout. Okay. He was about to blow 5 seconds. They called a timeout.
Yeah, they was getting ready to be a 5-second call. I definitely think it was a 5-second.
Well, the official down here, he was blowing his whistle about. He was calling a 5 seconds, but if you looked at it, the Bluffton player down here in the corner,
she
went
stepped over
the line.
Yep.
And they missed it. He was about to blow his whistle for the timeout game.
So
that's an unfortunate break for the Indians.
If you can keep that intensity here and get a stop, you've definitely got to score a basket and hope for the,
hope for the best, really.
At this point, you hope that they miss free throws. That's what I'm counting on now. If I'm Coach Tandy, is maybe a steal, and if not, they miss free throws, and then we come back down the other end and we get a bucket.
I got a score update here. Number 1 Duke leads number 2 Michigan State 78-75 with 3 minutes to play in the Hall of Fame Classic for college basketball. It's opening week. So number 1 versus number 2. That's crazy. Fireworks to start the season.
Kansas and Kentucky, the game to follow that one.
And that'll be a good game. That'll be a doozy, but Kansas is going to blow them out. Kentucky starting 5 freshmen. They don't stand a chance. I think Michigan State will pull the upset against Duke, though. I do think so. Tom Izzo, Coach K, 2 of the greatest coaches of all time. Miles Bridges is going to be the X factor the rest of that game. Miles Bridges is too good to deal with.
Let's see what we got here. They inbound. What
you
do you
trap,
do?
and if you don't have it, you foul.
They've got her trapped.
They got the trap.
Now you got to foul.
Now you foul.
Now you foul. Now you foul. Oh, my goodness, it's a steal.
She's liable to turn it over. She almost did. She got a foul. Good call. You could ask for anything better right there because you know what? Bluffton's not trying to foul at this point, and she gives up the foul. That's 2 free shots with the clock stopped now. With 24 seconds, she makes both these. It's 2 points. Now it's about the same strategy still, but that's a totally different angle to look at it from.
I think you got to hit at least one. She missed the first. You've got to hit this one.
If this one does not go in, I would say they lose. If they hit this, they got a chance.
If this one doesn't go in, you foul immediately. This one is in, and Webb got shoved on the floor and no call.
Pressure. They have a chance. They got him beat again. Trap him.
Now you foul. Now you foul.
Now you foul. She fouled. Okay. See, the problem with that is you have to have somebody on the sideline with her foot on the sideline. It's fundamentals at this point. She puts her foot on the sideline. They trap that. There's no way for her to get through because she goes out of bounds or she turns it over and forces them to call a timeout. So that is bad fundamentals by the Indians.
And the problem is with a missed free throw, a miss here, and you have a chance. But they hit this one. And right now, Josh.
If this one is cold turkey for the Indians, I mean, it could be done. The only way they could do it is they come down, make a 3, and they foul immediately.
Trading defense for offense between Turner and Ulrich.
It's going to have to be at this point.
This free throw also no good.
They got to go immediately. They have to go.
Allie Hewitt. She goes inside, puts it up, and she missed it.
Wide open.
Bartell, 3, no. Allie Hewitt comes up with it, puts it up, puts it in.
They got a foul. The clock's going. The clock should have stopped. They need to reset the clock to about 5 seconds.
What a play by Allie Hewitt.
In high school basketball, sorry. The clock does not stop in high school. It is in college. The ball was kicked. They're going to call a delay game, so they're not going to reset the game clock.
You foul instantly. As soon as she catches it, you foul.
You don't even let them catch. You foul now. Or you try to foul now. Okay, that's a good call. And it's not intentional because she was playing the ball.
And I like that. And,
no time runs off, and they have to hope that she misses one now.
If you're the Lady Indians, you hope for a miss. You hope, she misses both. But at this point, you hope that she misses at least one. You call a timeout, and you draw up a play and hope that it works. Here we go. 65-63, 3 seconds to play. A free throw is up. This one somehow rattles in. Right now, you hope that she misses it.
Well, if it's in, it's game over.
This one's up, and she missed.
Got to call timeout.
She came up with a rebound. You didn't box out, and that's how the game ends. Final score, Bluffton 66, Mississinewa 63. Thank you for watching, and so long from Bluffton High School.